Hey guys, and welcome back to another Vital RP feature showcase. Today we're going to be showcasing old features that have had updates, new features from we haven't seen before, and going through some bug fixes and changes. If you watched yesterday's video, make sure to go. If you haven't watched yesterday's video, go check it out. If you watched all the beginning of the app, thank you so much. I know I was yapping quite a lot, but there's some cool content there. But today we're going to go straight into just content and show you guys what we're working on and what we've got coming. So starting off, first things first. We've done some updates to the seatbelt system. I think you guys will be quite happy to know that you can now install a harness into the vehicle, and all 4 or 5 or 6 seats or 2 seats the car has will now be able to access the harness system. When you are harnessed, you are not coming out your car. We've tested it today with a guy with a really high ping. You're just not flying out. And then that is the harness kit installed. The harness is gone from me. The car has it installed. I can quite literally just get out the car. I can get back in. I can press B to put my seatbelt on. It's attaching my seatbelt. And I now have a seatbelt on, and it's a harness. Or I can unplug it, and it's done like that. There's no way for it to come off. It's really easy to put in. And then if I park my car, put my seatbelt on, it is installed into the car and it will always be there. No longer do I need to have to go get a harness for each thing, put a harness on, a harness off. It is stored into the vehicle and secured in the vehicle. If you've got a harness in your vehicle, you are not coming out of your car. And obviously to take the harness off, just press B and it's off automatically. So I hope you guys like that kind of new update to the harness system. We're also bringing out for the VIP store custom license plates. So you can actually change the plate of your car, and I can just type in, I don't know, Nez, Fat Nez, confirm, and there you go. I've changed the plate of my car, and that sticks, it stays. It's something you get from the VIP store, something that's been really requested upon. I hope you guys like that. So that's some car features. Oh, and there's also slow throttle. If you hold a left shift and you drive, you can. Like I've got my foot down right now. I'm not going too fast. It's like a slow rolling throttle movement for your vehicle to kind of have a more of a smoother drive if you're trying to act like be like an NPC in a sense. So left shift and your foot down, and you can drive nice and slowly with throttle control. So that's some cool new features. There's also like a handbrake feature that's been updated. It kind of does like a little rollback, but doesn't really affect driving too much. Just gives you a bit more of a realistic kind of style. So that is some updates to vehicles. We're now going to go over to check out some gang stuff. We've got some updates to the gang systems that I think you guys might enjoy. So give me a second and we'll get straight into it. Right, so the gang system and how gang systems work, and now, or not really the gang system, but the criminal world. I don't know why I keep calling it gang system, but it's the criminal stuff. There is some updates to the surf system, but we'll get into that after this. We have updated the drug system. Now, if you guys have played Schedule 1, I think it's called Schedule 1. Or Section 1, Schedule 1, I don't know. We've a lot of us really enjoyed that game, and we thought it'd be cool to kind of watch weed kind of turn into something a bit like that. So without trying to give away locations too much, I'm going to try and sneak around here and get to the door without showing, because you guys are really good at figuring things out. There is locations around the map, like containers and just locations where you guys can go and find these kind of hidden grow locations where you can grow weed and plant buds. So like right now I've got this one growing. I can just destroy it or wait until it's ready to be picked. I'm not going to go too much into it actually, because I want you guys to figure it out. But this is a grow house. There's multiple ones around the map. Once you've grown it, you can press it into bricks, you can turn it into joints, or you can put it into bags. Now if you guys are used to this, I'll show you how joints work. If you ever played this, I think it's Schedule 1. Alright, I've got enough bags. I can now put the buds in the bags. Oh, that was empty. Put some buds in there. Oh, I went into that one instead. And now I have my weed buds in my bags, and that's done. I can also roll these joints if I want to into joints. So I want to roll them into joints. I take my weed bud, I put it in the grinder. I get this, and I have joints. Oh, I missed. There we go. So really cool system. I really enjoy it. I look forward to actually doing weed. I think this is going to be kind of to me this is fun as fuck. And I look forward to doing it. I never really played Schedule 1, but I really enjoyed watching it, and I look forward to doing that. So that's weed, and this ties into what you're going to go into next, is now into the turf system, and how the turf system works is completely different. So give me a second, we're going to fly over to the location, and I don't want you to leak out where this is, and we'll go and look at the weed system, or the turf system. Right, once you've obviously then grown your weed, you need to sell the weed. Now this is where this weed system is a bit different to all the other drugs in the city. To sell this drug, you're going to need to be a part of a whitelisted faction. And before you start wondering like, oh, why is this drug being held behind it? There is so many other drugs that isn't held behind at the end game of it, held behind. You can grow it still, you can produce it and farm it and whatnot. And this could then obviously help RP to be potentially, like, you could be growing drugs for a big gang, you could then sell drugs to a gang, and so on and so forth. They could buy drugs off you. It's going to promote a lot more RP between the smaller criminal or the gangs that are pending to a bigger gang. Once you are obviously whitelisted and you have the gang ability to sell stuff, you can then just come to your gang menu, go to your turf, where I can then sell my drugs on this location. So I'm now going to sell my drug, and it's going to pay me back in dirty money. Like mentioned yesterday, all criminal activities now is all been moving over to dirty money system, and you can see now I've got some dirty money in my pockets. From that, if you own a turf with a shop on it or a clothing store, chances are you can actually extort the store for money. So if I go around the back of this building, you'll see I've got a marker now because I own this turf, and I can collect my money from this turf. Money generates every hour. I just took it out literally 10 minutes ago because I just refilmed this video, that's why. So you are now making money from turfs that you own, giving kind of more value to this turf. You want to hold this turf down. Obviously, the longer you leave it there, the more money it'll build up. But if you let's say you had 10,000 in there, and Gang B takes your turf, when he takes it or they take it, there'll be 10 grand there for them. So you want to be on the ball, keep an eye on your turfs. It's going to be very competitive on taking back and forth turf to have that kind of money inflow. So that's the updates to turf right now. There's also some more turfs added around the map. I think that's enough on the... Oh no, let me guys actually show you the money wash. Right, we're now at the money wash. This location's hidden. I'm not going to tell you where it is. I don't know why I even started that. But this is the money wash. When you got dirty money on you, you can then come down here and clean your money. So I'm going to come to this guy here. And every time I come here, I'm going to get different rates. It changes on how much you kind of go there. The more you go there, the rate will come down a little bit. It will then fluctuate. Different people come there, the money will go up and down. So you can hold out and try and get better time. Oh, I've recently just come here. So what I'll do is I will show you a clip from earlier and put it on here so you guys can have an idea of how it looks. Anyway, that's the money wash printing. I think that's enough criminal activity stuff I want to show you so far. There is more criminal stuff. I don't know if I'm going to show it to you in these dev blogs. It might be one of those things where I leave them for the changelog and you guys figure out in game yourself. Next, I think it's time we go into another big feature that's coming, or another big update that's been changed into the city, and I'm pretty sure you guys are all figured it out by now. If not, I did leave a little sneak peek at the last video, so let's go to that. Yesterday I stopped the video here and I showed like a little sneak peek, but I think it's time to show you guys what's to come from here. So in this big update, you will be seeing a new addition to the map, being Roxwood. Down there's Polito and that's Roxwood, just to give you an idea of the scale. It is a big city town map area where there's going to be farming. There's new businesses up here that will be coming up for sale in the Discord pretty soon. There's a racetrack down there. There's a sheriff's department up there. There's so much up here that can be done, from legal to illegal to racing to jobs, submissions, it wasn't missions, but jobs up here, this town is going to be providing a lot more to the city. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to fly down there and kind of show you over a bit of the stuff that you guys can explore when this comes out. Okay, so now you've seen some of the places around the map. Obviously, you can do the racing, you got the F1 cars, you got some businesses in town, you got a city centre, you got loads of housing estates and like housing areas, and there's quite a lot of houses that are also opened interiors like this. And what we look forward to doing is actually making these houses a home for you guys, something that you guys can purchase and move into, make it your home. And yes, that is a lightsaber in my hands before you guys ask any questions. But you've got some really nice cute houses up here that you guys can actually move into and live in, and have parties, put your speakers down. I don't know, but there's loads. There's so much here. Oh, I can bug myself doing that. There's so much here, and it just keeps getting bigger and bigger. There's a whole airfield. We might be seeing the future of maybe a pilot school or helicopters coming out. We are discussing that right now. There's just so much. Like it's such a big island for people to explore and stuff. And on top of that, we have actually added up here for the gangs some more turf. So this is now the new full map. It is big, and it actually expands to like here. I'm waiting to get an updated picture of the map itself, and it spans around here as well. But it's big. It's really, really big. There's so much to it, and this is the second video. I'm going to try and squeeze one out tomorrow as well, but this is coming out a lot sooner than later, like really, really soon, like really, 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 really soon, like really soon. So get ready for it. I can't wait to talk to you guys at the community meeting tomorrow. Yeah, I look forward to it, guys. Enjoy the rest of the night and the rest of the evening, and Roxwood will see you tomorrow. Alright.